This is R.D. Sharma solution, class 11, chapter 33, probability. Exercise is 33.2. The first question is, a coin is tossed, find the total number of elementary events and also the total number events associated with the random experiment. So what is the random experiment? Tossing a fair coin. So whenever a coin is tossed, what are the outputs? Only head or tail. So this is your sample space. Now, if you want to know the elementary event, then H and T are the elementary events. So, two elementary events are there. Now, let us make the subsets. One is H, one is tail, and then head and tail, and then finally phi, which is the null set. So, there are four. So, these are two. So, two elementary events are there. So, 2n. N is the elementary event. So, 2 into 2, 4. Right? If there are n elements in a set, then the number of its subset will be how many? 2n. I'm not talking about events, I'm talking about the subsets. So, subset will be 2n. This is question number 2. List all events associated with the random experiment of tossing of two coins. How many of them are elementary events? So, first we have already seen that when we are dealing with tossing of two coins, a coin is tossed twice or two coins are tossed simultaneously, the output will be either HH, HT, TH or TT. Now, how many of them are elementary events? That is the later part, but we have to list all the events. So, what are the events? So, we have to find out the subsets basically. So, what is our set? What is our sample space? Sample space is HH, HT, TH and TT. So, head or tail, head or tail can come. So, this is all the possibilities. These are the elementary events. Now, we have to find out the events. Events are what? What are all the possibilities taking all these under the sample space? So, let us take one by one. We'll take 1, 1, 1, then 2 at a time, then 3 at a time, then 4 at a time. So, I am taking 1, 1, 1, 1, okay, that is HH, HT, TH and TT. So, this is 1, 1 I am taking. So, these are 4, but I am making all of them. So, every time I am taking one of them, now I am taking 2 of them. So, 4 taking 2 at a time. 4 taking 2 at a time. What will be factorial 4 by factorial 2 minus by factorial 4 minus 2? So, it will be 6. So, there will be 6 combination. How it will be? See, how it will be? 6 will be, see, HH and HT, HH and HT, then HH and TH. So, you have to take 2 at a time, and 2 at a time, as I said, 4C2, so 6 combination. So, you have to see all the 6 possibilities where 2 of them are taken. Okay, HH, TH, then HH, TT, then HT, TH, then 2 more of them. So, HT, TT and TH, TH, TT. Right. So, now we have taken 2 at a time. 1 at a time we have taken, 2 at a time now. Now, I am taking 3 at a time. 3 at a time. So, 3 at a time, so 4C3, that is factorial 4 by factorial 4, factorial 4 minus 3. So, it will be 4 factorial 3, 3 factorial 3 gets cancelled. It will be only 4 combination. Okay, 3 at a time. So, what it will be? HH, HT, TT, then this is one of them, then HH, TH and TT, then we have HT, TH, TT, then HH, this HH, HT and TH. So, 4 of them we have to make because 4C3 is 4. So, HH, HT and TH. So, now we have done 1 at a time, 2 at a time and 3 at a time. Right. Now, 4 at a time, so there will be only one possibility, 4 at a time. 4C4 is 1 only. So 4 taking 4 at a time. So HH, HT, TH and TT. Okay. So all these, whichever I have written, this is whole set is the answer, total. Okay. Total is the answer. Okay. The second part is asking how many of them are elementary events. So HH, THT, TH, TT, 4 elementary events are there. Now question number 3. So in this exercise around 8 questions are there. So this is a NCERT question. So in a sequence where the 3 coins are tossed once. So 1 coin tossed thrice, 3 coin tossed at once, they are same. The working will be same. So the first, describe the following events associated with the random experiment. A is getting 3 heads, B is getting 2 heads and 1 tail, C is getting 3 tails, and D is getting a head on the first coin. So let us make the sample space first. That is all the elementary events which are possible. So if you see, there are 3, so head tail can come, head tail can come. So you know that there are 2 possibilities, 2, and there are 3 coins, 2 to the power 3, that is going to be 8. So head, tail, then tail, head, then tail, head, and tail. 3 tails. So if you see, you can verify also. As I said, 2 possibilities are there, H and T. So 2 to the power of how many coins are there? 3. So 8. So you can verify also that you have done it right or not. Right. Now the first one is getting 3 heads. So HHH is the A1, getting 3 heads. This is only 1. Then B is getting 2 heads and 1 tail. So HHT is 2 heads, HTH is 2 heads, THH is 2 heads. So B. C is getting 3 tails. So TTT getting 3 tails. D is getting a head on the first coin. So H should come only first. So this one is there, this one is there, this one, and 4 of them. So every time head is coming for the first time. Later part we don't worry about. Only the first we have to see, it has to come head. Okay. Now first thing is asked, which pairs of events are mutually exclusive? Mutually exclusive means we have to intersect. Take the intersection of any 2 set. If the intersection is going to be phi, null set, there is nothing common. That means these 2 are mutually exclusive set. If A intersection B is going to be phi, it's non-exclusive. But A intersection B is not equal to phi, that is they are not mutually exclusive. Right? Okay. So A and B, what is common? Nothing is common. A or C, A and C, what is common? Nothing is common. A and D, what is common? Yes, HHH is common. So it's not equal to phi. It's not equal to null set. Now coming to BC, B and C, nothing is common. So phi, intersection is phi. Now B and D. So we have a commonality, HHT and HTH. So there is a commonality. That means B and D is giving certain value, that is, it is not equal to phi. C and D is something common? Nothing is common. So what do we see here? Wherever this phi is coming, that means these 2 sets are mutually exclusive. So which all are mutually exclusive? AB, AC, BC and CD. These are mutually exclusive. Second part is, which events are elementary events? Elementary events. So elementary events means, if you take the sample space, if you take out one of the elementary event, that has to elementary part or one part of the set, that has to be here. So if you see A and C, they both are the set which has taken only one value from the sample space. So HHH and TTT, these 2 are elementary events. Elementary means only one element should be there, right? Now third, which events are compound event? So any event which is found by the elementary event of the sample space and they are more than one. that is 2 and more. So see, this B and C have more than 1. It just have to be more than 1. 2 and 2 plus. 2 and plus. So B and D are compound events. If an event has more than one sample point of a sample space, it is called as a compound event. So B and D are compound events. Now this is question number 4. In a single throw of die, describe the following events. So getting a number less than 7. So let us first recall that in a die, what will be the sample space? From 1 to 6, the value can come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now A is saying, A is getting a number less than 7. So 1 to 6, all number are less than 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all are less than 7. So A is 1 to 6. Just have to write 1 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Below 7 is every number. B is getting a number greater than 7. So greater than 7 is cannot be a number. Because in a die, there is no number which is greater than 7. 5. So it is 5. C is getting a number multiple of 3. So 3 and 6. 3 and 6 are multiple of 3. D is getting a number less than 4. So less than 4 is 1, 2, 3. E is getting a even number greater than 4. So what all number are greater than 4? So even number greater than 4 is 6 only. F is getting a number not less than 3. So not less than 3, that is 3 is inclusive, and above than 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6. This is F. So one more thing is as here, A union B. So just combine the value. Whenever you combine even with the null set, the actual set will come. Then A intersection B, A and B. What is common? Nothing is common. So 5 will come. There is nothing common. 5. Whenever intersection with phi is taken or null set is taken, null will come. Always null will come. Union with phi is the actual set. Now B intersection C. B and C, again intersection with phi is phi only. So it is phi. E intersection F. That is 6 has to be intersected with 3, 4, 5, 6. So common is what? 6. So 6 will come. Now D intersection F. D and F, what is common? You see only 3 is common. Only 3 is common. And then F complement. F complement can be computed by, you take the universal set and subtract the F. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Subtract F, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minus 3, 4, 5, 6 is 1 and 2. See, in order to find out the F complement, take the universal set and remove the F set. Then you get F naught or F complement. So 1 and 2 will come. Okay, this is question 5. We have around 8 questions. So we'll be taking this in the next discussion. Until then, thank you so much and take care of yourself.